Begin with breaking news. President Obama picks an Ebola czar.
A former White House staffer will coordinate the government's response to the crisis. And today there's new worry about a possible spread of the disease. An employee at a Dallas hospital who may have had contact with the virus left the U.S. on a cruise ship.
CBS News' Janelle Burrell is here with more on all of today's developments. Janelle.
Well, Mary, President Obama appointed a face familiar to the White House, a former chief of staff to Vice President Biden. Now that man has the task of making ground on the Ebola crisis against criticism, accusing the U.S. of reacting too slowly. Ron Klain will be the new face coordinating the administration's attempt to stop Ebola from spreading here in the U.S. He currently leads an investment group and has a background in government. As we learn more about the new Ebola czar, we're also learning more about how Nina Pham is faring.
She's resting comfortably. She's interactive with the staff.
Doctors at the National Institutes of Health say Pham remains in fair and stable condition now under their care after being transported to a federal hospital in Maryland overnight, covered head to toe in protective gear for the Ebola virus. The 26-year-old nurse seemingly in good spirits in this video message made from her hospital bed hours before leaving Texas for Maryland. But this afternoon, there is concern about another staffer from the same Texas hospital where Ebola patient Thomas Eric Duncan died last week. Bodily fluid taken from Duncan may have been handled by a healthcare worker who boarded a Carnival cruise without notifying the CDC. That woman and her husband are non-symptomatic and self-quarantined, still on board off the coast of Belize until officials can get them back in the U.S. Meanwhile, President Obama defends his decision not to impose a travel ban between the U.S. and West Africa.
A travel ban is less effective than the measures that we are currently instituting.
Major airports, including Newark and JFK, now have mandatory Ebola screenings for all passengers traveling from West Africa. But New York Congressman Peter King believes more needs to be done and sooner, firing off this letter to the heads of Homeland Security and Border Protection, saying these individuals transit the airport with the rest of the traveling population, including the restrooms. It is only after they arrive at the Customs Border Protection primary screening location that they are separated. And that is a complaint that will likely be reviewed by Ron Klain, the new Ebola czar. He will report directly to the president's advisors for Homeland Security and National Security. Chris.
Janelle, thank you very much. New information today about the man seen on that Texas tarmac without protective gear while workers loaded Ebola-infected nurse Amber Vincent onto the plane. We now know he is a medical safety coordinator with Phoenix Air, the company that provides air ambulance services for Ebola patients. A company executive tells CBS News the coordinator is trained to keep a safe distance from patients and does not wear gear so he can act as the team's, quote, eyes and ears on the tarmac. We'll have much more information on Ebola at cbsnewyork.com. That includes facts about the disease, travel safety tips, and other safety information.